So I want to start off by addressing an elephant in the room. Why work with a CPA tutor? Should you? Should you not? For you, it might not be necessary, but I'm going to kind of explore the reasons why someone would. So as someone who has worked with tutors in the past for exams, I got to stress the importance of a dialogue, right? A dialogue is incredibly important. You can sit there and listen to lectures on whichever review course you have, and that's fine. If that works for you, it's great. However, I do have to give credit to a dialogue, and plenty of times those who I work with will say, it makes so much more sense when I work through it with you. And I'm not magic. I am not magical. I do pride myself in being pretty decent at what I do here with the exam. However, if you sat there with someone else taking the exam and talked it through with them, you would find significant benefit. I do tie this example in a lot with a personal trainer, right? I like myself should probably go to the gym more and use my time more efficiently. And if I could use a personal trainer or a workout class for every hour I was at the gym, my workouts would be phenomenal, right? I played football, and working with the coaches that was super helpful as compared to just being by myself working out. I know from studying by myself versus studying with others that sitting there you can drown yourself out. It's not as easy to get through, right? You're just toiling in your own mind and maybe not being as productive or efficient. So the value of a dialogue and working with someone who's working with so many others throughout the exam process significantly helps. It helped me, and it helps so many others in their pursuit of the exam. So can you pass the exam without a tutor? I mean, of course you can, without a doubt. Some people, it's just a big booster in their efficiency in their studying. As one of my former candidates said so eloquently, I remember he said, I could have passed the exam without you. And I agreed with him, right? He was a very bright, dedicated person. However, he made a point to say, I could have done it. However, I really would have spent double the time. It would have taken me double the time, and time is money, time is valuable. You want to get your time back. I mean, if we're talking 100 hours, roughly speaking, per exam in studying time, and that doesn't take into account any retakes, that's a lot of time to be saved, to be spent working out, spending it with family, committing to your career. Efficiency in studying is key. And like I said with the personal trainer example, you'll be a lot more efficient with someone working with you. So those are the advantages to tutoring. But like I said, you can totally pass this exam yourself. It's just extra efficiency, extra motivation, accountability ends up being so much of what I do. You'd be surprised. I'm always on the phone, texting, calling people, staying in touch with those I'm working with. How many questions did you do today? Do you need help with a random question? Okay, you need help with this, let's get you done. And so you're not stuck with something. It's all accountability. It's all helping people work through their individual struggles. Everyone's different. Some people come to me with a dedicated plan and say, I know what I want to do. I need you to help supplement. That's great. Some other people come to me and say, hey, Nick, I need you to create a whole study guide for me. I need you to structure it out. When am I going to take mock exams? When am I going to practice? How many questions should I do each day? That's fine as well. Like I said, I do have many candidates in both of those situations, and all of it works perfectly fine. If you're asking yourself, why haven't I heard of CPA exam tutoring more than I have? I'm not sure your familiarity with those CPA tutors in the field. Well, I've basically got two answers for you there. And the first one being, well, most people who get through the exam are absolutely fried, and why would they ever want to look back? So I do attribute that to me being a little nuts. And I keep saying it that, but I found a niche, right? I found something that I enjoy, and I enjoy seeing those light bulb moments in everyone and when they really understand something. Also, once people get through the exam, they generally are going to focus on their careers. I myself have made a decent career out of the CPA exam for myself and helping others through it. So those are basically the main reasons. You're not going to find that many CPA exam tutors out there because they're focusing in on their careers themselves, and they never really want to look back. They don't even want to look at the exam or think about it, pretend it never existed. Obviously they'll laud it, say, look at me, I passed the exam, good for me. And I would say for that, it is harder to find a tutor. You got to find the right one. And if we are a good fit for each other, then I'm glad to hear it.